Hair fuzziness, major stutters, PICO versus DLSS upscaler. I got all the answers for my fellow gamer to get the best settings to enjoy that Stranding 2 on their 4060 laptop or desktop. So today we settling the DLSS versus PICO debate. Spoiler, it's FSR 4.1. Nah, I'm just kidding. Time to find out the truth with your buddy Benchknight, so let's go. So after testing both DLSS 4 and PICO upscaler, I can say DLSS 4 is still better because it handles ray trace reflections very well, less noise around characters' hair, and overall the image quality looks sharp. Whereas PICO upscaler also give you a good quality of image, but there are none to less ray trace reflections. Overall, while the performance both perform equally in terms of FPS, but when it's come to understanding the texture or details of some nearby objects or far object, DLSS perform better than PICO. And with PICO you need to turn off HAGS, hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, to emulate in-game shutter, which is not required with DLSS 4. So when it's come to comparing both of the upscaler, I can say DLSS 4 is still the superior choice, especially if you have an Nvidia GPU. Let me know down in the comments which of the upscaler you are using in your game and why. Let's jump into 1080p settings. For 1080p settings, you can use DLSS 4 with quality because it gives you better performance and look exactly as native. And other settings are, you can set texture quality up to high, texture filtration up to 4x, and anisotropic I think you can use 16, but I suggest you should stick to 4x because it looks good. You don't need to go up to 16x. And shadow quality, keep it to medium. It is an intensive setting, so you should stick to medium. Shadow resolution, keep to medium. Screen space shadows, you should turn it on, it's look very good. Ambient occlusion, you can select ray tracing because your 4060 can handle it. Reflection, ray tracing high, level of detail high, train quality high, cloud quality I suggest stick to medium. Volumetric light quality, keep it to high. Keep translucency quality up to default, don't change anything. Motion blur setting, I think turn it off, it doesn't look good. Depth of field, keep it on to medium because you can turn it off in this game, I don't know why. And this is the settings I use for 1080p, and you can see the gameplay. Right now I'm actually most of the time above 60 fps, but there are some areas where for just a second or two, maybe a minute or two, the fps drop into higher 50s, which is not too much of a deal breaker in this game because this game is all about exploration, visuals, and there are some action here and there, but this is not an action heavy game. Rather than you explore the world, deliver the goods, and this is it. This is like a nomad type game. If you really like this kind of stuff, I think this is the game you should give it a try. So let's jump to 1440p setting. For 1440p settings, you only need to change two settings. One is DLSS set to performance, and other setting is texture quality set to medium, and all other settings keep it to as it is, which is give you exactly somewhat the performance of what you're getting on 1080p. However, I think on 1440p there are drop are higher than 1080p, so I suggest stick with 1080p settings to get a better visual to performance ratio. I don't recommend using FG in this game. When you use FG, while there is a minimum latency but the graphics look bad, I don't recommend using FG when you playing this game, as this is a game where you enjoy visuals more than a combat, so I don't suggest using FG, and the FPS you are getting is quite good for this type of games. So if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to keep me motivated, and if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.